Johnson here with MEA Worldwide at the Critics' Choice Awards here in Los Angeles, California. Tonight, some of the biggest stars are being honored, and we are going to be here to see it all go down, so stay tuned. First of all, this show, when it started, did you know that you were going to be continuing to be on it even after your character died on the show?
Yes. Actually, Dan Fogelman was very graceful in letting me know that even though my character was deceased from the beginning, that I wasn't going anywhere. That was never the intention. I know the audiences, when they found out that Jack was not alive in the present day, I was like, oh my God, is Milo gone? Is this a Ned Stark situation? Is he off the show? And no, I was never worried because I was always assured. But also, you know, at some point the show will end. At some point the character's line may end, and I think you have to accept that and move on. And when we run out of stories for Jack, I'm sure he'll move on.
So you are in one of the biggest films of the year, and probably in our generation in a long time. It meant a lot to a lot of people. What was it like to be involved, and did you have any idea that it was going to be as big of a deal as it is?
No, you never know what's going to happen. You just have hopes and dreams, and, you know, depending on the pedigree of the people that are involved, the opportunity that it could have. But you just never know. I mean, there are a lot of duds that happen in this business, and I've been in a few, so so it's nice when something really takes off and resonates with people.
Is it a bit bittersweet that you're not going to be playing this role again?
Yes, I think that's exactly it. It's bittersweet, but it's nice to move on. It's nice to have had a very specific life and experience. A part of my life, and I will value this moment forever, you know, and I love Amy Adams and this cast and HBO. They've been treated so well, and so I'm very thankful.
How were you able to humanize this character that in its core was very dark?
Well, first of all, it's beautifully written. It's a great character. Gillian Flynn is a genius, and so she created this great character, and it's the characters we want as we age. We want to play more complex characters because our lives are more complex. We've lived more, we know more, so it's nice.
This is a film that writing it must have been an interesting thing, knowing there's not a lot of dialogue, but it is whispered. Explain to me how you did it yourselves and said there can't be talking now, or how did that work?
It was the weirdest script to write ever. It was so bizarre on the page, and we just tried to find clever ways to keep the action exciting without any dialogue, but every day in the writer's room with Scott and I, we were just pulling our hair out. We're like, what do we do? How do we scare each other? How do we convey the story without dialogue? It was a fun movie to write, for sure.
I think the coolest thing is that if you look around, you always see we're always communicating our own ideas, our personalities, without saying a word, and that's one of the things that was really fun to see John and Emily come together on board this film, and the way that they are able to perform without saying a single word was incredibly beautiful.
As a writer, how was it having these two amazing actors that are married? Did they take it on themselves at all during those quiet moments that they made the lines up, but in their head because they didn't say them?
I have to say, it was the most bizarre phone call we ever got, was hearing that John and Emily read the script and wanted to be in the movie, and we were confused at first. We were like, were they just hanging out with each other? We didn't know that they were married. For whatever reason, we were completely out to lunch, so we found out that they were married, and that marriage brought so much authenticity and credibility to the roles and really elevated the material in ways that we could have never imagined.
Tell me about, first of all, how you came up with the story. Secondly, when you two decided to go, we're going to do this together and we're going to kick ass.
Well, my father was a stand-up, so I've always kind of wanted to do something in the arena of when he was starting stand-up, which was the time of the Greenwich Village scene and the basket houses and the Catskills were still, you know, a big thing. I just thought I want to do it with a chick. Sorry, Dad. But my father in a dress, really, nobody needs to see that. No. So, and then, you know...
Even in pants, he's not much.
It's a... Hello there. But, you know, is this on? And then, you know, we did the pilot, and when it got picked up, it was the first time in our career, you know, Dan and I have been talking about for years, like, if they just give us enough money to do this the way we want to do it, we could hire the best people, and it was the first time that we had the opportunity to do that, so there was no way, like, we weren't It wasn't even like a discussion. It was sort of like let's take it. You know, the only one who can screw this entire thing up is us. So let's see how we do.
We have had a fantastic time here at the Critics' Choice Awards. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage. If you'd like to see more interviews like these, please go to our website or download the app for free. We'll see you next time.
Hey, I'm Milo Ventimiglia, and you are watching MEA Worldwide.